OpenDiffIt is part of the OpenAssessIt Toolkit. It's a collection of open source tools to assist in making assessments and monitoring websites. OpenDiffIt is for monitoring websites for PDFs. The starting point for using OpenDiffIt is to have a CSV file that contains a list of your PDFs. You can get that from Google Analytics and export it. You could parse the server logs to create a CSV, or you can crawl the website with our OpenFindIt via Scrapey. It'll generate CSVs for you. This video is going to talk about OpenDiffIt. I have a video about OpenFindIt. If you combine this with OpenFindIt, you can just have constant monitoring of your PDF files if you want. The only requirement is that there is a column with a URL header. That's it. You can add any other metadata you want. You can add the count, whatever, it doesn't matter. And here's our example page that we were working from. Let's take a look at a CSV file. This PDF is one we generated from our OpenFindIt project earlier. The only requirement is it has to have a URL column here. There's some other cool metadata it gives you, but we don't need that for this demo, so we'll just take that away. The first utility we want to use is the add hash. This goes out and makes a hash of any PDF in your CSV file. This is unique, and if a file is ever modified or updated, that hash will change. So you can easily detect if someone uploaded a new document or modified a document with the same file name. Okay, let's add a hash. 3 OpenDiffIt add hash. And our input file, let's use the one we created from our OpenFindIt earlier. Alice today. And now we need an output file. This is whatever you want. You can overwrite it if you add a dash, or you can make a new file. I'm just going to make a new file so it's really clear what's going on here. And we'll say hash. And, okay, it's going out hashing those files. It's not really downloading them. I mean, it goes into memory, but so it's not like junking up your folders or anything. Now let's look at our new file. And here's our new file. And we have a unique hash created for each of these PDF files. And we also need to run that against our Alice previous file. So we have 2 files to diff. So yeah, you can see here, Alice today, we've got 5 items. And if we come back to our previous one, there were only 4 items online. And with a detailed eye, you can see that this top hash is different than this hash. And that would be pretty much impossible to notice. So that's what diff utility is for. Back to our terminal, we'll run the diff utility on those 2 files. The old flag is for our old file, and that's back in our other project. And our new file was Alice today hashed, and then diff. You could just pass in a dash and it will just add these together, just basically adding your columns, or you can make a new file. We'll just make a new one for the sake of making this easy to follow. And we'll call it Alice today diffed. Alright, that was really quick. It says it created our Alice today diff file. So let's open her up. And we have success. It can tell that this file was updated because the hash changed, and it can tell that this file is new. because it's new. It wasn't in the previous report. And what I do with this is I have like a comply column. I test them for accessibility, make sure they're walkout compliant. So yes, that was accessible, yes, yes, yes. And this one I don't know. This remind me I need to go back and check this one. But all of them that are compliant, the ones that are marked the same and are marked as yes, they comply, I don't have to go back and check ever again. And let's go back here. So I hope you can see how combining OpenDiffIt with OpenFindIt can make your life way easier when you're trying to monitor PDF files if people have uploaded them or modified them. So you can focus on new stuff without messing with the stuff you've already confirmed is already okay.